Ticky, 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 tack. 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 Listen, you look, smell, and taste like a gas station.
Wow, thanks. I really love gas stations.
And you can stop. Okay, so that was Group A. Alyssa Lee and Cenk Ergen are the directors. Alyssa's from Ohio and Cenk is from Turkey, and they are Oakland residents. And I just wanted to show a couple of their pieces. Their work is pretty, excuse me, I'm a little bit nervous. Pretty versatile. And she has, I think, about over 60 works in her repertoire for this since 2000. And I had a hard time choosing the tapes as well. I wanted to show ones that exhibited collaboration that she does, repetition, and somewhat of a diversity of the types of looks that you get from the pieces. But she's performed in untraditional or unconventional or conventional venues. Things from like a boat. There's a boat show that went on the ferry, Buena Gardens, and most recently Lithuania. There was a concert or festival that was there with Chicks on Speed. Invited her to show a piece there. I kind of wish I had a tape of that because it was more of a. It was really interesting. I can describe it shortly. She was wrapped in duct tape, holding a live amped guitar, and then kind of like grinded against the speaker. So it was just, and like Yoko Ono was also on the bill, so it was like really exciting. But I really like the process that she does. She takes a lot of risks, and she's a relatively new choreographer. And I think that it's really exciting to see what she's doing. She's kind of like an outsider to the scene. She only started doing work at venues we're familiar with, like ODC and Counterpulse, pretty recently, like within the last year. So more often she was working with her collaborators who were musicians in West Oakland and warehouses and things like that. And I also feel like I don't know, in some ways I wish that the choreographers themselves could talk about their work. She's at Mills watching a performance tonight that she wasn't really invested in, so, but I thought I'd pull off her statement from her website, because I thought that she says it really well in a way that I can't. She says, conceptually, patterns we form in our daily lives, with ourselves, with others, with objects, sounds, and things that we see, and how those patterns can be translated into a work of art is of great interest to me. My use of repetition is a reflection of this fascination. The repetition apparent in my work can make the patterns visible to the viewer. I am philosophically and aesthetically drawn to clarity, organization, precision, virtuosity, and accuracy. Traveling through space at quick speeds is extremely gratifying and important to me. I'm interested in the duration of time, for example, how long a dancer can do something, and intensity, speed and effort by which we can move our arms and legs. I aim to find stillness and continuous motion, a kind of stability, a state of status, amongst movement that occurs at fast speeds. I'm also interested by energy communicated by active performers to seemingly passive viewers. Exploring horizontal and vertical spaces intrigues me. I investigate these elements in the dances that I make. I wish I had an example of that, but you can find it on YouTube. I believe that we dancers should use our intellectual capacities to the same extent and dedication that we use our bodies. In this way, I'm curious, not about virtuosity that promotes a duality between rationality and physicality, but a virtuosity that actively binds body and mind. In my work, dancers create the space. The dancers are the space. The dancers are beings in the space and beings for the space. Anonymous bodies, and this is what I like, anonymous bodies without emotional, sexual, or social connotations. The dancers become simultaneously extremely neutral and extremely active portraits of movement. And I also wanted to read the points that she has on her homepage, which is Group A is a multimedia dance group committed to collaboration and experimental work. Group A was started in 2003 by choreographer Alyssa Lee. Group A has many members and collaborators. Group A strives to connect dance with the rest of the art world. Group A believes that patterns, numeric associations, repetition, space, and time are universal concepts that, if presented accurately, are also as accessible to audiences as dance's based in emotionality. So, I think my time is up, but that was Group A. Oh. And I want to pass out these postcards. Group A has a performance here in December. So they... Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll have a bunch of those.
Right. Okay.
They're one of the fiscally sponsored artists of Counterpulse. And so come, I think it's the second weekend of December, Friday and Saturday, and you can come and see their work. So that's all. Thank you.
Are we talking about working between or at the end?
We're going to talk at the end. Yeah, so we're going to see a whole bunch of stuff, then we're all going to talk in different layers. Yeah.
Oh, right. Use my microphone. Okay.
Okay, so I just want to make a really quick introduction. I'm introducing Sara Shelton Mann, and I'm going to show a very short excerpt of her most recent work, which was a duet for Kathleen Hermsdorf and Maria Francesca Sarconi. Yeah, okay, I just want to make sure I said it properly. And I mainly am bringing Sara because she's been really influential to this community as a whole. There are a number of choreographers making work here now, and also people who have migrated on, who were members of her company, Contraband. You can give me a year, Keith, yeah?
Well, the
Year range, can you?
85 to 95 was probably the most potent period, but she's
Yeah.
done work since the late 70s and continues to work, so.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to, because I said the name Contraband, I wanted to get the time period right for folks. So let's take a quick look at that, and then maybe I'll say some more about it. No? Let me just show two shorter excerpts, and hopefully I can guide you through that, Jessica. So skip ahead. Chapter, one more.
The incident, and the incident, ancient guardians of the Bible also left record of their monastic life.
Did you bring gold?